Thanks for joining us today. My name is Kyle Rudesill. I'm a senior loan originator with Prime Source Funding here in Rochester, and this is your Rochester Real Estate Pro Tip of the Week. Joining us today is Sam Ebin with Keller Williams Realty. Thanks for joining us today, hey, Sam.
Brother,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. I'm doing good. Thanks again for joining us. And I just wanted to ask you, how you got into the industry, where you're from, and a couple of those pieces.
Of course. So I got out of the military last year, and I kind of wanted a new way to network, kind of open some doors, and meet new people. So that's kind of why I got into the industry there.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a great industry to be in for that. I mean, you get to meet a ton of people.
A lot of people.
Yep, and so that's a really cool thing to hear. And so a couple of things I wanted to ask you today were just some of your, tips or advice for when you're first sitting down and meeting with somebody. What are some of the questions you like to ask and some of the things you want them to be prepared with so you can help them in the process?
Of course. So I love working with buyers there, Kyle. So I like to knock out 5 kind of big things that they have in a home there that are make or break, right? First 3 always come super natural, super easy there. The last 2, though, the husband and the wife can sometimes be button heads. Maybe they want a big garage. Maybe they want, a spacious kitchen. It's always digging deep to try to get the last 2 there. I mean, you kind of learn something from them while they give their answers there. So that's kind of the big 5 checklist I like to go through while I'm first time meeting with them.
Sure. Yeah, coming prepared with some of those questions answered, I'm sure makes it really quick. And
yeah.
What are some of the other ways that you like to speed things up along the process when you're first meeting with somebody as well?
Of course. So, I mean, the general rule of thumb, the closing takes 6 weeks. You can expedite that by having some things, kind of already in line, already ready to go. It could be quicker, it could be slower, but you want it to be quick. So a lot of times you can work with Kyle here. You could also work with Prime Source and any other mortgage company there, and they'll do what's called a pre-approval.
Sure.
That's kind of like getting you a ceiling for the kind of money you could spend for a property there. So we're looking at houses that you can afford and then ones you would like to live in there.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you answering those questions. And it kind of goes right into my mortgage pro tip of the week here. And like you had mentioned, pre-approval is very important. And one of the things to keep in mind is although a pre-approval does speed up the process, some of the other things you're going to need after the pre-approval and once you really start the loan process, maybe you're with Sam and you put in an offer on a property, you want to be prepared with some of the other documentation you're going to need. You're going to need income documents like pay stubs for the last 30 days. You're going to have bank statements for the last 2 months as well that you're going to need, as well as the last 2 years of W-2s. So those are just a few of the items you're going to need once you start the loan process, and they're extremely important to speed it up because, like you said, it can take weeks.
Yeah.
And if you maybe don't have all that stuff prepared and you've put in an offer, it might take up to a full week of your time just gathering those documents.
Yep.
So extremely important to have that. And again, thanks for coming in today, Sam. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and like, share, or comment. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Take care.